the solution to this example, first thing we want to do is just identify inputs versus formulas. So I'm going to highlight this area, go to Home, Find and Select, go to Special. I'm going to ask it to find all the constants that are numbers. When I say OK, you'll notice it's highlighted all of these, and notice there's one there. So I'm just going to make these blue, but that doesn't look right, so let's just fix it. So I'm going to go here, there's a formula there, someone's overwritten it. That formula looks like it's correct, so I first need to set up the formula. Okay, so that's better. I've now got my formulas. I can now just go back here. Let's go to Find and Select, go to Special, all the constants that are numbers. Okay, that's better. It's now highlighting what I expected to be the inputs. I'm going to push Control 1 to get to the format cells, and I'm going to say these are not locked. When I say OK, now the next step would be to protect it in such a way that you can't make the height or width, or you can change the height or width. If we do that, however, some of the other stuff can't be done. So we first need to do the other steps. So the next step is, what we want to be able to do is that must have a separate password. So the first thing we need to do is go and tell it that it must be locked when we protect it. And it's always useful then perhaps just to change the color, just to make it clear that it's not your typical input. And under Review, Allow Edit Ranges, New, I could give it a name. I'm pointing at the correct cell, and I'm going to type a password in. So it's going to be Audit Excel. I'll just repeat it. Okay, so that should work. I'm just going to click Apply and say OK. And the last thing I must do before I actually put the protection on is I want to set up something to control that no one can enter a number less than 10% here. So that's under Data Validation. So I'm not going to allow any value. I'm going to say it must be a decimal number. It must always be greater than or equal to. I'm going to put 0.1. I'll give it a bit of an input message just to make it look nice. Okay. So now that's all done, but keep in mind we haven't put any protection on yet. So I'm going to go to Review. I'm going to say Protect Sheets, and keep in mind we're told that we need to be able to make the columns and the rows wider. So I'm going to say we're allowed to format column and rows. I could put a password on there. I'm going to say OK. So now let's see if everything's working. I can change my tax rate to 28%, no problem. I can't delete a formula. If I want to change that to 6%, I first have to know the password. Okay, and I'm allowed to, so let's change it to 6%. And if someone comes in here and types in 15,000, I now can't see it, but my protection is set up so that I can increase the width of columns.